some encouragement from the Bible today. Happy September 1st. We've officially made it through the summer. Well, I guess we made it through the summer months, which is insane to me. The summer has just gone by so quickly, and we're into September now. And we're on the brink of fall, which is my favorite season, and I have no complaints there. But I know the summer is really challenging to me, as I've said before. This past summer has been, and I know that a lot of you can probably relate to that. But even through whatever we've all faced, I know collectively we faced some of the same things, but in our individual lives, whatever we faced, we made it through, and the Lord is still good, and He still loves us, and He's still wanting to take us to new places that we haven't been before. So I'm just going to read some of the Bible today and encourage you guys if I can. Today I'm going to be reading from Philippians 4, verses 10 through 14. And again, this is Philippians is a book written by Paul, and he wrote this while he was imprisoned. So verse 13 in Philippians 4 is a verse that we all probably have heard before. It says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." And a lot of people use that in a lot of different ways. Fighters use that, sports athletes use that before games and things like that. And it's a good verse, but there's context around it. And so I wanted to read verses 10 before that all the way through the verse after that. And so I'll go with that. Verse 10 says, "I rejoiced in the Lord greatly that now at length you have revived your concern for me. You were indeed concerned for me, but you had no opportunity. Not that I am speaking of being in need, for I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through Him who strengthens me, through Christ who strengthens me," other translations say. And I thought this is extremely encouraging, because he touches on, he says, "I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need." So he's saying through his life, there's been times where he's had plenty. There's been times where he has nothing. There's been times where he's been hungry. And there's been times where he's had his plate full. And he's saying that, and through all of those different scenarios in his life, the ups and downs, he said what he found is, his conclusion through all of life's ups and downs is that I can do all things through Him who strengthens me. And he said that in whatever situation that he's in, he's content. In this scenario right here, he's in prison, right? So he's not in some great spot, eating great things. He's not, throwing gold coins up in the air. He's not doing what he wants to do here necessarily. With his time, he's imprisoned, and physically, he's probably not in the best spot. He's probably in some way, shape, or form physically suffering. But he's writing the Philippians during this time, and he's encouraging them. During a time, probably one of the worst physical times of his life, he's encouraging the Philippians, saying that, he's had a lot, he's had a little. Right now he's in prison, but he's content, and he knows that he can do all things through Christ who strengthens him. Christ is strengthening him during that time. Even though in the physical, he might be really struggling. Inside, his spirit is strong, his spirit is thriving. And he's content. He's in a good spot. In our lives, I think, in modern day, kind of to put this into modern day terms, I think a lot of times in our lives we want the next thing to make us content. If I only had this, if I only had this car, I'd be content. If I only had this house, I'd be content. If I could only make this much a year, I'd be content. And the problem is, if we look at people who do have a lot, I'm not rich by any means, but there are people who are rich, and those people aren't content because they have money. Money doesn't make you content. a lot of those people, and I'm not speaking out against having money, let me say that, but a lot of those people who do have a lot are still not content because they're only focused on the next thing that they can have. They have a lot, but they want more, and they want more, and what's the next thing that I can have? If you put all your hope and your faith in what you have, then you don't have a strong foundation. But with what Paul is telling us, no matter what situation he finds himself in, no matter what situation we find ourselves in, if we trust in the Lord, he's going to strengthen us. He's going to make us content. God doesn't want us to be anxious. He doesn't want us to be sad. He doesn't want us to be low, to be depressed. He doesn't want those things for us. He wants us to be content. He wants us to be full of joy and happiness. And he wants us to look to him to strengthen us. So that's what I wanted to share today. Again, I took some time to just read this over and over and over again, and I just thought how strong Paul was in that moment, and I know I want to be like that no matter what situation arises in my life. I'm sure you guys do too. And it's the Lord, honestly. It's the Lord. It's Jesus Christ who's going to strengthen us no matter what situation we go through. So, again, as always, I hope that that's encouraging today. And I hope that the fall is a blessing to you guys, and I hope that we get to new heights to Jesus this fall. So, love you guys. Appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Take care.